Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters.
Jay-Z is speaking out after a woman drops a lawsuit alleging that he and Sean Diddy Combs assaulted her.
She had been by Jay-Z and Diddy.
The lawsuit had originally been filed in December on behalf of a woman only known as Jane Doe.
There has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
Breaking news in Hollywood as one of the most shocking lawsuits in recent history takes an unexpected turn. The high-profile case against entertainment moguls Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter has been officially dismissed.
Jay-Z is speaking out this morning after the civil suit accusing him and Sean Diddy Combs of was dropped. NBC's Chloe Malas is here with more. Chloe, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. The lawsuit was withdrawn by the accuser's attorney, Tony Busby.
Legal documents confirm that the lawsuit, which made explosive claims, has been dismissed with prejudice, permanently closing the case and ensuring it cannot be refiled.
Big development. The Alabama woman who said she was by rappers Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs when she was 13 has actually withdrawn her lawsuit against both men. Both men have denied these claims in documents submitted by her attorneys.
Attorneys for Jane Doe filed a voluntary notice of dismissal with prejudice, which means that she cannot refile this case in the future.
This decision marks a major win for the music icons and raises serious questions about what really happened behind the scenes. The lawsuit, initially filed by an anonymous plaintiff known as Jane Doe.
This lawsuit had originally been filed in December on behalf of a woman only known as Jane Doe, who claimed that Jay-Z and Combs when she was just 13 years old at a house party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards.
Sent shockwaves through Hollywood. The accusations were serious, claiming that two of the most influential figures in music, Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter, engaged in misconduct at an exclusive star-studded party years ago.
An anonymous Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of and her at an MTV VMA after party back in the year 2000 when she was just 13 years old.
Jane Doe alleged that she had been invited to an elite after party following a major award show where she said the night took a turn for the worse. The case quickly became one of the most talked about scandals in entertainment, with heated debates online and in the media.
The new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay, I go, oh shoot, like, then I think about it, I go, that had to be there. So when I was saying that he was missing.
Now, in an unexpected turn of events, the lawsuit has been dismissed with prejudice. This means that it cannot be refiled or reopened under any circumstances. The legal fight is over.
The lawsuit was withdrawn by the accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, on Friday with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled.
But for many, the real battle has just begun. The events leading up to the alleged incident, according to Jane Doe's original lawsuit, took place on a night when the entertainment industry was at its most glamorous. The party was held at an undisclosed private estate in Los Angeles, an extravagant mansion known for hosting exclusive gatherings attended by A-list celebrities, industry executives, and powerful insiders. Jane Doe, who was reportedly hoping to make connections in the music business, had been trying to gain access to high-profile events during the weekend of the award show. According to her claims, she was approached outside the award show venue by a man claiming to work for Diddy's team. He allegedly promised her entry to an after-party, describing it as an opportunity to mingle with influential figures who could help launch her career. She was hesitant at first, but the allure of being in the same room as music moguls and top-tier celebrities was too enticing to resist. Upon arriving at the event, Jane Doe described the scene as surreal, extravagant decor, dim lighting, and an air of exclusivity. The party, she claimed, was unlike anything she had ever experienced before. The guest list included some of the most recognizable faces in entertainment.
She also claimed that she met Benji and Joel Madden at the house party, but they were touring in the Midwest at the time. When asked about her inconsistencies, she stood by her allegations.
And she recalled seeing other young women at the party who appeared to be in similar positions, wide-eyed, eager, and somewhat out of place among the ultra-rich and famous. As the night progressed, she alleged that alcohol and other substances were freely available, with attendees encouraged to indulge. Jane Doe claimed that she was offered a drink, which she initially refused, but later accepted after feeling pressured by those around her. According to her, the effects of the drink were almost immediate, leaving her feeling lightheaded and disoriented. She stated that she was led into a private room under the pretense of meeting someone important who could advance her career. It was there, she alleged, that things took a dark turn. In her lawsuit, she claimed that she was subjected to inappropriate behavior by multiple individuals, including Diddy and Jay-Z. She described feeling powerless, unable to fully grasp what was happening due to the effects of whatever she had ingested. Her accusations were met with immediate denials from both Diddy and Jay-Z, whose legal teams issued strong statements rejecting the claims. They called the lawsuit a baseless attempt at extortion.
And Jay-Z calls it extortion. And in fact, he is suing Tony Busby over that. So even as the one accuser was dropping her lawsuit, Jay-Z was in court trying to make sure that his extortion lawsuit against Busby goes forward. And he mentioned something we had not heard before,
arguing that there was no evidence to support the allegations. They also pointed out inconsistencies in Jane Doe's timeline, questioning the credibility of her statements. Despite the high-profile nature of the case, it was shrouded in secrecy for months. The media scrambled to obtain details, but both sides remained tight-lipped. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, the lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice, a legal term that means the case is permanently closed and Jane Doe cannot file the same claims again.
She finally filed to dismiss that lawsuit, so she dropped it voluntarily with prejudice, cannot be refiled. So this was not a case of a settlement, to be clear. She walked away, got no money, got nothing. Over.
Dismissals with prejudice are rare, and legal experts say they usually happen when a case lacks substantial evidence, is legally flawed, or is settled behind closed doors. The sudden nature of this case's dismissal has led to rampant speculation. Some wonder whether Jane Doe's claims were simply too weak to hold up in court. Others suspect a private settlement, a move commonly used in high-profile cases to quietly resolve disputes without public scrutiny. And then there are those who believe something much bigger happened, that the lawsuit's dismissal wasn't just about evidence or settlements, but influence and power. Hollywood has long been a world where money and connections determine outcomes, and some believe that powerful forces stepped in to protect the accused. With billions of dollars on the line, brands, sponsors, and industry leaders all had a vested interest in making sure that Diddy and Jay-Z's reputations weren't permanently tarnished. If such intervention did take place, it would hardly be surprising. In the world of celebrity scandals, there's often more happening behind the scenes than the public ever sees. From the beginning, Diddy and Jay-Z vehemently denied the allegations. Their legal teams aggressively fought the claims, arguing that there was no basis for the lawsuit and that their names were being dragged through the mud unfairly. Now, with the case dismissed, their attorneys are celebrating a major victory. For Diddy and Jay-Z, this was not just about avoiding legal trouble, it was about defending their legacies. Jay-Z, one of the few billionaire musicians in the world, has carefully built his image over decades as a cultural and business icon. His investments span everything from music and entertainment to tech startups, sports, and luxury brands. Diddy, always known for his charisma and business acumen, has also carved out an empire across multiple industries. A lawsuit of this nature had the potential to destroy everything they worked for. Now, with the case officially behind them, they can focus on rebuilding their public image. But not everyone is convinced. Even though the case was dismissed, the accusations will never truly disappear. In the digital age, allegations, whether proven or not, can follow someone forever. The court of law may have ruled, but the court of public opinion is still deliberating. Some believe that just because a lawsuit is thrown out doesn't mean the claims were false, and that victims often face insurmountable obstacles when taking on the rich and powerful. Others argue that false accusations can ruin lives and that the dismissal proves the case had no merit. Social media has erupted in debate. Some users believe Jane Doe was silenced, while others think she may have fabricated the accusations for financial or personal gain. Hashtags like #Justice for Jane Doe and #Diddy exonerated have trended as fans, critics, and activists weigh in. Hollywood scandals like this tend to divide the public, and this case is no different. Some think that the entertainment industry is full of powerful men who evade accountability, while others argue that celebrities are easy targets for false accusations. One thing is clear, This case may be over, but the controversy isn't. Even though Diddy and Jay-Z can legally walk away from this, they may still have to work to rebuild trust. The music industry is full of examples of stars who were accused of wrongdoing and never fully recovered. Even those who were legally cleared have had their reputations permanently damaged. The shadow of an accusation is often harder to escape than the legal consequences themselves. Diddy and Jay-Z will likely return to their business empires, but the public relations battle will take time. Diddy is expected to move forward with new music and business ventures, while Jay-Z continues to expand his influence across multiple industries. But questions remain. Will the public forgive and forget, or will the accusations always be a part of their legacy? The dismissal of this case has also sparked a larger conversation about the justice system, celebrity culture, and media sensationalism. Cases like this raise important questions. Do powerful people get special treatment? Are some accusations weaponized for financial gain? Can we ever truly know the truth when it comes to high-profile scandals? In an age where social media and headlines drive public perception, these questions don't have easy answers. This isn't just another dismissed lawsuit. It's a story about power, influence, and the fine line between truth and perception. While Diddy and Jay-Z may have won in court, their biggest challenge now is convincing the world that they were never guilty to begin with. The real verdict will be decided by time, the media, and the public at large. In Hollywood, a case may be closed, but the story is never really over. Meanwhile, the mystery surrounding the case deepens. If Jane Doe truly had a strong case, why did it collapse so suddenly? Could there have been external pressures or behind-the-scenes deals that led to this outcome? Some industry insiders suggest that powerful figures may have played a role in the decision, ensuring that damaging information never reached the public. Others argue that the justice system simply did its job, and without concrete evidence, the case had no standing. Social media has erupted in debate, with fans and critics weighing in on the controversial dismissal. Hashtags like #JusticeForJane and #Diddy Exonerated have been trending, reflecting the divided opinions on the matter. Some believe that powerful men in Hollywood always find a way to escape accountability, while others point out that baseless allegations can destroy lives and careers without proper evidence. To summarize, the lawsuit, initially filed by an anonymous plaintiff known as Jane Doe, sent shockwaves through Hollywood. The accusations were serious, claiming that two of the most influential figures in music, Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter, engaged in misconduct at an exclusive, star-studded party years ago. Jane Doe alleged that she had been invited to an elite after-party following a major award show, where she said the night took a dark turn. The case quickly became one of the most talked about scandals in entertainment, with heated debates online and in the media. Then, in a shocking turn of events, the lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice, meaning it could not be refiled or reopened under any circumstances. The legal battle was officially over, but for many, the controversy was just beginning. Jane Doe's claims detailed a harrowing night at a high-profile after-party held at a private estate in Los Angeles, where A-list celebrities, industry executives, and elite guests were in attendance. According to her lawsuit, she was invited by someone claiming to be affiliated with Diddy's team, who allegedly assured her that this was an opportunity to network and advance her career. The atmosphere of the party was described as surreal, extravagant, exclusive, and filled with the most powerful figures in entertainment. Jane Doe claimed that drinks and other substances were available and that she began to feel disoriented after consuming a beverage she was offered. As she recounted in her lawsuit, she was led into a private room under the pretense of meeting an industry leader, only for things to take a disturbing turn. She alleged that she was subjected to inappropriate behavior by multiple individuals, including Diddy and Jay-Z, in an environment where she felt powerless and unable to resist. The lawsuit described her experience as one of fear and confusion, with accusations that shocked fans and industry insiders alike. The response from Diddy and Jay-Z's legal teams was swift and absolute. Both men denied all allegations, calling them baseless and damaging to their reputations. Their attorneys aggressively fought the claims, citing inconsistencies in Jane Doe's timeline and questioning the validity of her statements. Supporters of the two music moguls argued that the case lacked merit and that the accusations were an attempt to extort money from the celebrities. For months, the case remained a mystery. Neither Jane Doe nor her legal team provided additional evidence publicly, and details about the lawsuit were scarce. Then, with little warning, the case was dismissed with prejudice. The legal definition of this type of dismissal means that the case is permanently closed, suggesting that the court found insufficient evidence to proceed, or that an undisclosed agreement had been reached between the parties involved. This sudden dismissal fueled widespread speculation. Was there a confidential settlement? Did Jane Doe withdraw due to external pressure? Or was there simply not enough credible evidence to sustain the lawsuit? Some legal analysts noted that dismissals with prejudice are uncommon in cases involving high-profile defendants, raising questions about how and why the case had come to such an abrupt end. Hollywood is a world where power and influence play a significant role, and many observers believe this case highlights the difficulties of holding industry figures accountable. Critics argued that powerful men in entertainment often evade consequences due to their wealth and status, while others insisted that baseless allegations can ruin careers and reputations without proof. The situation left the public divided, with some continuing to stand by Jane Doe and others supporting Diddy and Jay-Z, believing the dismissal proved their innocence. Diddy and Jay-Z have since returned to their business empires. Diddy continues to expand his investments in music, fashion, and spirits, while Jay-Z remains deeply involved in entertainment, sports management, and luxury ventures. Legally, they are free from this case, but reputationally, the situation may not be so simple. Allegations, even those dismissed in court, tend to linger, and in today's digital landscape, public perception often outlasts legal rulings. Supporters of Jane Doe argue that legal battles are not always won on the merits of the case, but rather on resources, legal strategies, and behind-the-scenes negotiations. They believe that victims often face insurmountable challenges when accusing powerful individuals, and that the dismissal does not necessarily mean the allegations were false. Meanwhile, supporters of Diddy and Jay-Z maintain that false accusations are a significant issue and that the legal system has proven their innocence by dismissing the case. Social media continues to debate the case, with hashtags like #JusticeForJaneDoe and #DiddyExonerated trending at different times. Some people believe Jane Doe was pressured into silence or lacked the resources to fight a legal battle against two billionaires. Others argue that this case is an example of how the media sensationalizes claims without substantial evidence. The entertainment industry, no stranger to scandals, remains divided over whether this case represents justice or another instance of legal maneuvering by the elite. The broader implications of this case extend beyond Diddy and Jay-Z. It raises fundamental questions about accountability, the credibility of accusations, and how society responds to allegations against powerful figures. In an era where the Me Too movement has exposed many instances of misconduct in Hollywood, every high-profile case is scrutinized not only in court, but in the public sphere. Some view this case as a cautionary tale about the complexities of legal battles, while others see it as evidence that the justice system favors the wealthy and famous. The reality is that dismissed lawsuits do not always mean complete vindication. In the court of law, a dismissal may signify a lack of evidence or legal technicality. In the court of public opinion, however, perceptions are shaped by emotions, media narratives, and personal beliefs. Even though the lawsuit has been legally resolved, the conversation around it is far from over. As time passes, Diddy and Jay-Z will likely continue their careers, focusing on new projects and business ventures. Their influence in music and business remains strong, and their dedicated fan bases continue to support them. However, for some, the shadow of the allegations will never fully fade. Jane Doe, on the other hand, has remained silent since the case's dismissal, and it is unclear whether she will ever speak publicly about what transpired. The entertainment world has seen many scandals rise and fall, with some fading into obscurity while others leave a permanent mark. Whether this case will be remembered as a moment of false accusations or a case that was unfairly silenced remains a matter of perspective. One thing is certain: in Hollywood, stories never truly end. The lawsuit may be closed, but the debate will continue for years to come. As the dust settles, one thing is certain: this case will be remembered for years to come. It highlights the complexities of legal battles in the entertainment industry, the importance of due process, and the power of public perception. Whether Jane Doe will ever speak out again or reveal more details remains to be seen. But for now, Diddy and Jay-Z can breathe a sigh of relief. As this case comes to a close, the conversation is far from over. The lawsuit may have been dismissed, but the impact of the allegations will continue to ripple through the entertainment industry and beyond. For Diddy and Jay-Z, this legal victory allows them to move forward. But in the world of social media and 24/7 news cycles, public perception is never easily controlled. Some will see this dismissal as proof of their innocence, while others will continue to question the truth behind the allegations. This case has sparked debates about power, justice, and the way allegations against influential figures are handled. Are wealthy and powerful individuals given an advantage in legal battles? Do dismissed lawsuits always mean the accusations were false? Or do these cases reflect a legal system where financial resources and influence can shape the outcome? No matter where you stand on this, one thing is certain. Cases like these challenge our understanding of truth, accountability, and justice in the modern era. Hollywood has seen many scandals, and while some fade away, others leave a lasting mark. Will this case be remembered as a baseless accusation that rightfully collapsed, or will it remain a point of controversy and speculation for years to come? Only time will tell. But if history has taught us anything, it's that public perception often outlives legal decisions. Diddy and Jay-Z will undoubtedly continue their careers, releasing music, making business moves, and expanding their influence. But as they do, this case will remain a part of their narrative. Meanwhile, Jane Doe has stayed silent since the dismissal, and it's unclear if she will ever speak out again. Was this a case of justice being served, or was it another example of the rich and powerful escaping scrutiny? That's a question everyone will have to answer for themselves. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the case, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth discussions on the biggest stories shaping the world of entertainment. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below. What do you think really happened? Do you believe the lawsuit was justified, or do you think the accusations had no merit? Let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.